Good day everyone, it is Caitlin and today we are practicing our 1830s hairstyles. Alright, let's get started. So I am in modern clothes and I do need to take my earrings out actually. I'm going to do that. So we're going to try some 1830s hairstyles today and give you several varieties and hopefully you can find something that will work for you. So I have long hair, not nearly as long as it used to be, but it's long. It used to be almost down to my knees, and then I figured out that my hair would no longer fit into my bonnets, my 1860s bonnets, and so I cut like 14 inches off, 13 inches off. And so now I don't let it get past my hips, which is just about where it is right now. Like, it's there. We're going to start off with a basic like working class hairstyle, so without the curls. So this is a good option if you're doing something that's not middle class, not upper class, something that's not quite as fashionable. You just need your hair up out of the way, but you still need to look presentable. So you're not like destitute basically. And that's what we're going to start with. So the tools I'm going to use today are a period tool. So I have a horn comb, 4 bristle brush, hair pomade from a period receipt. This is personally one of my favorites. We have hairpins. These are from Little Bits on Etsy. These are my favorite. They're reproduction little pins. So they're not bobby pins. They're not the black ones with the little squiggles. These are like period hairpins for the 1830s. So I highly recommend those. These are the 2-inch ones. I think they come also in 1.5 inches and then also 2.5. I have like medium length and medium thickness hair. I have long hair, but I have thin hair, so I just chose the one in the middle. If you have super short hair, you might want to do the short ones. If you do super long, thick hair, you might want to do the longer ones. I do have some faux tortoiseshell combs that we might use, and various bits of hair. So I have some curls that are on a tortoiseshell comb. I have a bun that is made literally just with a braid of braiding hair that matches my hair color, and I twisted it around and I sewed it together in a spiral. I'm fairly positive there's a video on that, and I will link it above if there is. And then some tied hair curls also. And then I also brought some caps. So to start off with, we're going to pomade our hair. This is important because this is a time period where you're not washing your hair as frequently as we do, and so hair tends to be a little greasier, a little bit more oily than we're accustomed to today. And that works very well to keep your hair shiny and healthy. It also makes it stay up better. Because we're about to put our hair on the top of our head. You have little flyaways down here. Then the pomade is going to help keep them up. Okay. So Little Bix, people for the hairpins, do sell pomade from period receipts, and that's perfectly acceptable if you don't want to make your own. And there's lots and lots of period receipts if you want to try it. I find that after the second or third day of events, I don't actually have to put any pomade in my hair because my hair is already pomaded from the day before, and then it gets a little, after not washing it for a few days, it gets a little oily in and of itself. So that's what this is for. The boar bristles will actually take the oil and they'll smooth it down all the way to the ends, which is where the oil is needed. The ends need to be conditioned. So that's why you use this. Kind of distribute all the pomade, all the oils. Like I have some bits here that probably definitely need to be pomaded. So I'm going to get that real quick. Okay. And when you're pomading your hair, you want to focus like up here on the sides and really focus in on the very back, because that's especially if you have really fine hair, that's not going to stay up as well. Otherwise your hair is going to fall on your back and there is no point in putting it up. Okay, so brush that out a little bit and evenly distribute it, and that's going to help the hair stick together. It's going to make it nice and shiny and look really nice. Now when I go to events, events are usually Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometimes just Saturday, sometimes Saturday, Sunday. So I last wash my hair on a Tuesday. And so I'm usually 3 to 4 days without washing my hair already. So it's a little bit oily, but I also only wash my hair twice a week, so that's kind of normal. But it's on the oilier side for my hair. And then I put a little bit of pomade in there. And not much. I mean, I just kind of scrape it out with my fingernail and I rub it into my hands and spread it on. Alright, so now that we have hair that's been pomaded, we're going to start with parting it. So my hair is already down a center part. That's what you want for the 1830s. You just want a center part. I probably could make that a little bit better. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, now parting your hair. This is very important to get the right look. So when you look at a lot of 1830s portraits, what we're seeing is basically a Y part. So it's parted diagonally up here and then straight down, and none of this is parted. So how I do that is I kind of pull my hair out to the side, and maybe about 2 inches from the top of my head, I kind of go in and at a diagonal, pull that hair back, and I kind of fold this hair really up to my ear and pull that out. This is going to be my front hair. Now the tricky part is to make it look exactly the same on this side. Pull it back, hold it, get my hair down to my ear, and pull it out. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and make our bun with the rest of it. So this can stay out of the way for right now. You should feel basically a roughly the same amount of hair on each side. In theory, I think this is a little bit thicker. So I'm going to take some of these bits and I'm just going to put them back. Alright, so let's make a bun. And this part I have a little bit of a hard time with, so we'll see how it works today. I'm just going to take my hair into my hand, the non-dominant hand, and I'm basically going to pull it up as high as I can get it. You're thinking, we want it on the very top of our head. I'm going to brush it over. My hair tangles really easily. It's another thing that pomade helps with, because otherwise I wouldn't have any hair left. Okay. We're going to make the sides look good by just kind of combing them up. And we are getting rid of the center part here. Just in this front part. So you just want to see the Y part. Alright. So that should all be there. Now at this point, this is, if you're doing an evening's hairstyle, you can do the Apollo knots. If you're doing a braided bun, go ahead and braid this and then twist it around. I'm going to do a regular twisted bun. So I'm going to take it, twist it, and you're trying to get it on as much on the very top of your head as possible. Okay. And it's okay, you kind of want some height to the bun. And then you're going to use your pins, kind of pin this in strategically. I can hold my hair with 3 pins. I usually put at least 10 in there. I can hold it with 2 apparently, actually. Okay. Now at this point, if I have shorter length hair or very, very fine thin hair, what I'm going to do is take a faux bun, put it on top, and pin it in. Okay? So if you have a very small, tiny bun that just doesn't look right, fake hair. You want fake hair. And it literally, you just fit it right over and pin it down. Then it looks like your hair. And you can do a braided bun, you can do just a regular twisted bun with this. Just make sure the inside is hollow so that you can actually fit your hair inside of it. Okay. Now for a working class, we're going to take our little fronty bits and we're going to twist them under. And twist all the way down. Pull it back, go underneath your bun, and twist it all the way around, tuck in those ends, and you can put some pins in there. I'm just going to hold it right now. Get this other side, and same thing. Hold it out, twist, 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 under, make sure you're twisting under. So you're twisting towards your face. And yes, it does look very weird. But this is what we do apparently in the 30s. There we go. Twist it around and tuck. Okay. And that's a very basic working class hairstyle. Your hair's out of your way, it's up, but it's still fairly fashionable because you still have the part that's correct. You still have your hair up in the bun, but you don't have any weird curls. So you see this again for mostly working class and people who are looking presentable but not perhaps super fancy. Alright, now at this point, let's do some with curls. I'm going to take these back out. That's why I didn't put any pins in there. So I pulled it back out. Now, if your hair is shorter and it holds a curl really well, put these in rag curls and curl your own hair. It's going to work so much better than any fake curl you're going to get. If you're like me and your hair will not hold a curl, you get to use fake curls. So I'm going to take it, kind of pull that back, and I'm going to stick my curls right in there, and kind of fold this over the top so I don't see where the curl starts. Let me try that again because I can see the edge of the curl here. So I did not put that underneath enough. There we go. And then you're going to wrap it around. Same thing with this side. Now the fun part is getting the curls exactly the same on either side. There you go. Use the curls to cover the join, or use your real hair to cover the join of the curls. And then tuck. And then pin. Make sure you pin. But that's the second one. And again, I could still put the bun over top. Alright. So that's really option 3, because if you use your own hair, that would be option 2. This is option 3. And then I can always put a cap over top. And that hides most of it. So you have super, super short hair. Here's what I would do. I would pomade my hair and make it look like it's going back. I would put my curls in, pin them in, we'll do whatever I need to do. Just pomade all my hair to where it looks, where it's going in one direction. Then I would put a fake bun on top and cover it with a cap. So I brought this cap too. This is my plain one. There's a bottom to this cap somewhere. There it is. Okay. And that way you would still get the poof back here. You don't want nothing back here. It's going to look weird. You want to put something back there if you can just pin or do your best to pin some sort of something on top. If you have long enough hair to do a ponytail, even if it's just like an inch and it's just like sticky straight up, do a ponytail. That way you have something to stick this into other than just loose hair. Do something just to make sure it holds. Alright, so we're going to do the last one. Which means I'm going to take out my curls again, or yeah, take out the curls and the twisty bits. Alright. We're basically going to start from the ground zero from here, this one. Because we're going to do the tied curls. So I need this out. I'm going to put 3 pins in there. Okay. Okay. Get that all nice and down. I'm going to go right ahead and iron it. I do want to keep this separate still though. Alright. So I have my tied hair curls on silk ribbon, which we made on the channel, and I will link that video. So now I'm going to take most of my back hair, leaving just a little bit, maybe just a tad. Leaving that. Put all of this back up. Okay, we'll do this part in a second. Arms are starting to get a little tired. Pin that in. Okay. Now we're going to kind of lift these up. Put them back here. Oh, I need to get a new pen. Cool. Okay. Take our little curls, put them down, and I'm going to pin it or tie it at the base of my hair, or head, base of my head. Okay. And now hopefully I've left enough of this to kind of pull up and hide the ribbon. We're going to twist this around. First taking this out, apparently. So in theory, you shouldn't be able to see the tie back there. It should now be mostly hidden. There'll be a little space here, you can kind of see it. And a little space, a little bit on the sides. If your curls are longer, you can actually hide that. And I'm going to take this. Pull it to the front. Underneath the curls to again hide that. It kind of looks like a curl in and of itself, and then do the same thing, twist. It'd be helpful if I grabbed all the hair. Twist, twist, twist. And put it right here. So that at least covers most of the ribbon. So do the same thing over here. Take it, twist it underneath. Make it look like another curl. And then pull it back and twist, 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 twist. Now you can still see the ribbon here, so I can kind of work this out. I might use a pin and work some more hair out. And just cover it a little bit more. Again, if you had a ribbon that actually matched your hair, it would be better. Ooh, that actually worked. Look at that. Okay, so I just need to pull a little bit more hair out. There you go. So that looks better. Now I could continue to mess with this. Doing kind of a curly look until I was more or less happy with it. I definitely need to put some more pins into this. And more or less, those are the tied curls. So those are pretty secure. They're not going to like fall out, and the others really wouldn't fall out anyway. Now these are very tight curls, and you would kind of want them to be a little bit more loose, which these have not been worn yet. That's why they're kind of very, very tight. But as they get worn, they're going to kind of fall out a little bit more. There we go. Pull that one out a little bit more. There we go. So at this point, again, I can cover that with a cap. I can put this over top of it. In fact, let me go ahead and show you what that looks like. Feels more or less secure. So aside from the slightly crazy curls, because these are not quite, they haven't fallen quite as much as they should yet. So after a couple hours, these will look very nice. But I'm not going anywhere today, so they're going to have to be a couple hours next time I wear them. But that's essentially how you wear the tied curls. So those are some very basic options of how you can wear an 1830s hairstyle. Again, with just the twisty bits without any curls. Curls that you can use your own hair. That actually would be ideal to use your own hair. My hair is just too long for that, so I have to use the fake ones. If you're using fake curls, the two period options I have found are on a comb or tied. So those are completely period options, using completely period tools and only period tools, just in case you cared about that. And if you are working with super, super short hair, again, you can just pomade it all up the best you can, do a tiny little ponytail to make a base, and then do the curls in the bun on top with fake hair. And that'll give you something that's at least good enough to where you could pass it with a cap and it would look fine. So hopefully that helped. Alright, and I am taking this down. Quick interjection while I take my hair down. There's a couple things I forgot to mention. One is that if you have tied curls and they match your scalp but not your hair, you can do what I did and kind of pull it over to make it blend. If you have a ribbon that matches your hair and not your scalp, you can paint a little bit of your scalp in there so it kind of matches. You can leave it as is, or you could use a little bit of hair powder or chalk and kind of powder that in as well. So that's one thing I forgot to mention. As my hair falls out. There we go. Second thing is I want to mention braiding these bits, because I've seen that on reenactors and living historians. They braid these bits. I have not seen that prior to 1838. If you have evidence of braided bits here prior to 1838, I would love to have them. Please send them my way, because that would be awesome, and yeah, I would love to be able to do that. But I just haven't found evidence of it. The first one I've seen is an 1838 painting titled, I believe, The Sleeping Knitter, is that painting. And she has the banded down sleeves, and it was painted in 38, and then also just given her outfit and the way the sleeves are, it is 1838. It's not earlier and then finished later. It's 1838. So if you have evidence for that the braids there, I definitely want to know about it. So please send them my way if you have anything prior to 38 that has the braids, please. And with all that, we'll go ahead and go back to the actual video. So hopefully that helped. If you have another trick up your sleeve for 1830s hairstyles, please let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to the channel. And as always, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you back here on Monday.